TV. Archon Quest, Chapter 4, Act 4. Now.
Hey, you over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius
I don't
Invocation
want to play that right
TCG?
now.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Is it your bombshell, bro?
Sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts then.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join...
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon.
Yeah, Bombshell
People
Bros.
usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we...
So, you two really like to gossip?
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just plug the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basic. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Okay, yeah.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in?
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede... Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right?
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to...
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Juria to a pulp that one time. And we might...
Interesting.
Look,
What
there's
is
the
this
people
for?
talking over there. Let's listen in on the...
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true. Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
I get that. Yeah. Talk about what you're playing.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a...
Oh, as expected of the legendary...
Fuck up with this flattery.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is
The
already
voice
flooded,
call
so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to...
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that
Bingo!
he's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's
Oh
the
my
least I can
God.
do. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this
That's all
information
this
right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Okay. No action.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even
Yes.
estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare...
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings with... But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Stalking.
My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then.
Pablo is
Don't
definitely.
forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Does it skip to 9 days? Investigation. True.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
What is that peeking?
Right. I feel like
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so...
Yes, yes. It's so bad, man.
Someone, please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh
She's sitting.
What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely.
Is this
Hold on to
faking?
my shoulder and walk slowly.
Too short.
You can do it, Traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
And to die ones as friends.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
Acting. I know it's acting. Ugh.
What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Fish book.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach ache's really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, That's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sishuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her...
Yes, that's for us, not for
You
me.
could say she fancies herself as Miss Sishuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now! Please, keep it civil at least! Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone...
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh,
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this
He just slowly walked off? Like that?
that's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't...
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishuin should be back soon, and I'm sure... No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sishuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember...
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions and... So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain with... That's it! Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it! Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then. We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better.
Well,
Yep.
now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Sijuin. You take to the daughter. It's just let me. Canting the hatch. Dying. So much running.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death! No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual. Whoa! You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even...
Really. Okay. Last piece of paper. Let's blank. Wow. Promise 90. Come on. Let's stop this.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Vinny!
Hmm?
What's that face? What's that noise on face for Paimon?
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
Yes.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I'm not opposed to that.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling. So I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
Oh my god.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an old—
Okay, then let's head over, right?
Is the really old? Let's head. Let's head. Oh, about a few minutes. Crazy. There's a reason. Alright, let's get this
Lynette
hatch,
should
please.
be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, unless—
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay.
The clue, the hatch. Come on, the hatchet. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Oh, that's one. There's three. Crap. Just talking. Is she just okay?
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced. These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Seems quite normal to me.
Yep, it is normal. Bed.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right?
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down—
Ooh, that a worry face. Alright. Last clue, the hatchet. Let us go down.
This is it.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like— The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the— Let's look around here for some more clues.
Girl, panic. He's panicking.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as..."
This is—
Lynette.
Is that all? The back. This...
Show me! Now!
You worry.
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be? No. Could she have...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear— You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm.
I don't know.
This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Lily uses Rising. Just okay for thing. Okay.
Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds.
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of... We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some sense into him!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
You will find a way. What do you say?
He's rushed out the door! After him!
She's there. What? Where did she come from? Why is she smiling?
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
What details?
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
She hears something.
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
She's dreaming. She's dreaming. I swear to God.
Whoa! Are you okay?
These two. As expected,
We found this place. What does that mean?
Sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb.
I feel
I
being
like
trusted.
the feeling of being trusted.
Huh?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
That is
Being able to
very
read
interesting.
human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Oh no.
It's
That
no use,
does
we have to catch up to him!
Look good at all. They are running back.
He's already out of
Let's
sight!
check.
How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office!
Yeah, how is this so fast? Just crazy. So, I wonder if she's just in on the plan with Rise, or is there something big ass playing here? I don't know.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether.
Probably.
Maybe
Here's
she'll appear
Fontaine
behind you
before they
right
knock
now
across.
if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
That's crazy.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
What does that mean?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Wow.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Actually
Besides,
looking good.
I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
Why
Mr.
is
Linney,
it the Forbidden Zone?
the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Lenny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
We also have laws. Forbidden zone. Why is it a forbidden zone? Do you know?
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I need to do this. Change meats.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what?
Wow. Hold on.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company The Fonta promoter has been... Fonta's internal reports, we often see Miss Sijuin observe...
This is incorrect. Huh.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world...
That seems to be an important thing.
We often see Miss Sijuin The Fonta promoter has been... According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is all... Fonta's internal report...
Nope. What is it?
We often see Miss Sijuin... The Fonta promoter has been struggling. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. The Fonta promoter has been... The research note said that the...
Okay.
We often see Miss Sijuin...
Alright, thank you. Right. It's just...
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands the hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row.
Glasses.
And if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. All right, now for my next... There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one...
Alright. A bog? That's a bottle. Alright.
Fonta's internal reports suggest the Fonta promoter has been. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place. Fonta's internal reports suggest that the Fonta promoter has been.
Lovely. It's just a crack order. So noisy.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how, people get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product.
Wow.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Secret behind that.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind! You'll pay for this!
Okay. What is that?
Are you alright?
What happened? What is this?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
Interesting.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
Well.
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
What's coming?
The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
What does he do?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Alakito?
Some space,
oh,
please.
Chlorine.
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Chloran.
Fremine.
On Fermini.
Fremine.
What's going on? What is Cloran doing here?
Alright. I'm butchering these names.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh no.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Not the primordial.
I'll talk to Cloran while you
seawater.
get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Not the primordial seawater. Oh my god. Oh no. Lenny, talk to me, buddy.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How—
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Yes. Alright, cool. Oh.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Yeah,
it's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette.
Got changed.
Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
I think that's wet.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Very good.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Oh, what Fermini?
Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
Did they go upstairs?
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
That giant whale. Let me see the giant whale. Oh my god, that's really so scary. To go to the infirmary. The teleports. Teleporting. Wee. Alright, yeah, I forgot to say I can't really crazy. Well, the game's anniversary. Still anniversary. And the rewards are still bad. What is this? Oh! I want to do. That's kind of cool. But I still need to go to her to clean this. Annoying. Oh, I'll get rid of that too. That's cool. Does it count as daily commissions? Oh, it's called commission rewards now. Okay. Is the daily commission still there? It is! Oh. But I can't. I can't even get the companionship EXP. Man. That's so weird, let's try to out that.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lynette.
We're all here.
Oh, how is that bed?
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
No, don't turn into water item for the please.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one... Pipes... Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Pipes. The pipes. Loading. Go. SSD put in wood. Alright.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Interesting. Oh! Oh, it's a domain. Alright, let's go. I'm not gonna touch it. No. That's important. 25k HP. That'll be royal great sword. Yep. Oh no. Constellation tree. I have permanent, but it's not built much. I could ratio is better. Crazy. No surprise.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Rotate. Diamond? Any chests? I have not seen any chests. Oh, okay, go over here. What is this music?
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Well... Why don't you try it? Oh. Does this work on something? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. Actually, some gameplay. And not just me walking around and just talking to NPCs. What is this? Ready to fall out there. That's... Is it even timing? I can't climb. Like, they just able to climb a mechanic.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Child wouldn't be affected from it, I think, because he's not in from it. Ooh.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
That's it, left.
Wait. What the? My heart is racing.
Ah, that's a breathe.
It's
You're breathing underwater.
and harder to breathe. What? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
What's this? I'm taking damage.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse. I have to push on.
That's interesting.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now.
Thank you.
Alright. Well, I was about to be octopus. And we're gonna end this video
We're way
here.
behind schedule.
I have other stuff to do.
Next on the agenda,